Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The light blue and white of Kenan Stadium. Players of past years have been so strong there, trying to rebuild that school spirit in Chapel Hill. 50,000 strong at Kenan Stadium hope to get this season off to a great start. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So South Carolina's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got a little space. Crosses the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Quick release by the QB. Breaks the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll send the back in motion. He's inside the 15. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing third-and-goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They go play action with Sellers. Looking for space to the left. That's caught. It's Bennett. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to get the edge on the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here's Sellers to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field is Sellers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Sellers. He's open on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the delay, it's Hall. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Snags it, and there's running room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll run it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. North Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Sellers. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Stands in and takes the hit. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Hall. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Sellers on the play action. Got out of trouble and throws. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Quarterback got it himself. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll run the option. Doing it himself again. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Throwing Sellers. grabbed behind the line. It's Harbor. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Play fake, Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Here's Sellers to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
So they've gotten it down to one. Couldn't get it in through the air last time, and now it's third down. Sellers. Pressure coming. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down. Puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Mean Green with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throwing, Sellers. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Running inside. It's McAllister. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on him. Back open in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fighting off the defender. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
They finally get him, RD. Goodness gracious, you can see the quarterback broke not 1, 2 tackles. He scrambles outside the pocket. What do you have to do? Just keep chasing, right? Relentless effort. Finally get the QB outside the pocket and get him on the ground.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off play action. Dances away. Complete to the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get... And you got to communicate.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going to try to get it himself.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
Sellers makes the catch. It's Tuggle. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Could be an alley. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got it set up on the outside and makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The run inside. It's Clark. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Might have a chance. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. They go play action with Sellers. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
The sure hands, it's Thurman. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from
touchdown, UNC! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job at the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want...
There he goes. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Throwing, Sellers. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball. They forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Sellers to the air again. The throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's York. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Gets the back moving. The give as they work on that clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.